All right. Good morning, optimists. The date is Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Only a couple days left. A couple weeks, I guess, in 2024. It's on to 2025. Time marches on. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and check the economic calendar and then jump into the markets. And then let's start off with some technical analysis today. Hang on. Whew. What was that? That happened before. That was weird. All right, let's try again. Huh. The music is causing an echo of some kind. Like it's like tripping out. Screen, audio. Weird. Let's try closing the music. I don't think it's a problem though. Fun stuff. It's really weird. Well, I don't know why the music is doing that today. So I might just have to screen share without the music today. Sorry about that. It's really odd. In that case, share. All right. So, sorry, no music today. I'm gonna go ahead and check the economic calendar. You guys won't be able to see this as I'm only sharing the trading window. We got the Jolts job openings coming up at 7 o'clock. That's a big one. Just in 8 minutes, and then we've got after the Jolts. After that, it's just a couple Fed speeches, and then crude at 1:30. Yeah, 1:30. 1:30. All right. So let's go ahead and jump on in. ES is down slightly at 60.55. Yesterday it was struggling to get above 60.60, so it kind of makes sense. Area sort of acted as support, just hit it a lot of times. So super tight range at the moment. Let's check out oil. Oil's up, almost hitting 70. Starting to drop down at this particular point in time now. So yesterday we lost about 537 or so. Our trail max at 1368. The account is still in green, but today we're going to take it a little bit slower than we did yesterday, at least off the bat. I think that Jolts report is going to cause quite a stir. Going to cause some volatility. And again, whoa, what's all that? My apologies about the music today. I don't know what's up with it. Just never done that before, but every time I go to share the music, it creates like an infinite loop on the music. So the sound is like, and just sounds like a big tone. Probably not going to make any trades till about 7 o'clock, I'm guessing. The ES doesn't have enough movement in it right now. So I guess we're waiting for the Jolts job report. I can hear the music. Unfortunately, I can't play it for you guys. It's tripping out when I do. About 5 to 7. I think we're gonna see a massive spike candle at 7 o'clock, and we're gonna see that candle is gonna have a massive range of volatility. So it might even have like I've seen it. Uh, I've seen it hit like $15 in the same minute. Just like a $15 range in the candle, up and down, and then sort of end of the mid. So expecting a lot of volatility then at that particular point in time. For now, I think it's just kind of waiting for it. I think we're in a little bit of accumulation right now. My guess is a spike up, but I don't like to just speculate. Oil hovering around 69, just under. 4 minutes, so 7 o'clock. Oil trying to break above 69, a little bit of resistance there. And finding support off 69.87 or 68.87, I'm sorry. So oil has this downward cross on the 1 minute side. And it's just above view up. So I actually think there is potential for oil to get back above 69. ES hovering around 55. I think ES is going to hover for a while. It's not really a trade in this super tight range. 2.5 minutes. I mean, I guess there could be like a 3 and 3 potentially, but the range is so small that I don't want to risk it for such a small trade. The 7 o'clock one, we got to be super cautious on. So I want to take some action at the 7 o'clock volatility, but I just need to make sure of the direction. Um, because even if I'm right, I could still be wrong on the timing. And like a even like that one candle could rip down and then rip back up and could hurt my account pretty badly. So I got to make sure that we go after enough. So I think that 7-6 would be more than enough on the range. And might try for 4 contracts. 1 minute to 7. So we're getting some push up right now. Some pre 7 o'clock push up. You can see the volatility is beginning to increase as we get close to the JOLTS report. About 40 seconds. $20 ish. Put in the comments whether or not you think it's going to jump or dump at 7. Here's 7 o'clock here. So I'm going to take a look at that JOLTS report. Actual 7.74, forecast 7.48. So we went up. That's for job openings. Quits went up too. Going long here. In long at 58.75. Trying to get out 60 and a half. Look for a break over 60. We hit 59.75. Taking this on the 5200 cross and the increased volatility. We hit 59.75 several times. I just lowered my exit down to 59.50. So it did pop to 60.25. My original exit was 60.5. I wasn't seeing the pop happen, so that's why I took that off early. But we did make 138 on that trade. I'm going to switch this to 5 ticks. And I think we can look for a pullback now. And we may get a reversal on the day as a whole. We got that opening range up there at 60.64, so that may end up being a sticking point in active resistance. Oil is still hovering just below 69. What's up, Tiny? Happy Tuesday. Yeah, sorry there's no music today. Every time I go to add the music, it puts it into an infinite loop, and it starts creating just like a crazy noise. So screen share only today. So I'm grateful I took that trade off. I was expecting a larger amount of volatility and a breakthrough 60 on that. But 60-64 is going to be kind of a line in the sand here. Um, Breaking through 60-64 is going to be like that's the opening range. So that's going to be the area that really causes a lot of movement. On top of that, too, that we're going to need a breakthrough view app, which is right there, that 59.75 point. Yes, getting a pretty large pullback. I'm going to go check in on oil, which is still hovering around the 68.95 zone. Pretty hard resistance there at 69 on oil. So it's fluttering between VWAP and 69. ES having some volatilities, hanging around 69.57. Oh yeah, I wanted to. I'm starting to watch the RTY, the Russell 2000. I'm curious. I'm interested in this. I'm not. This isn't like the thing that I'm necessarily 100% trading, but I've just been watching it. I haven't taken any trades on it, but I'm curious as to its movement. Looks to be about 350 contracts a minute. So it's kind of a slower moving. It's $5 per $5 per tick. Or $5 per contract per tick, I should say. Right now, doesn't look like it's moving well. So, moving back to the ES, which is starting to bounce off of that zone and making another attempt at VWAP here. Let's jump back to the 10-second. Broke above 60, right at 60. Remember, VWAP is 60, so that's gonna be the hard line to beat is 60. We hit 60.5 there. I want to see a quick rejection and then a pop through. I think that would be ideal. I'm going to get this switch back to the ES. You can only watch so many instruments at a time. So we're about to get a 3-minute science switch on the ES. That would be coming up in about a minute and a half. We got that hardline resistance that I mentioned at 60 there. Again, for anyone who's chilling out, my apologies that there's no music today. It's creating some weird infinite loop in the music. I don't know why, but we can just enjoy trading today. And shave my mustache or clip it. So there's that rejection on VWAP that we were expecting. Right there on the 1 minute. We got a nice bounce off that 50 though, off 57 up to 60. This bounce here. Um, so this does give me some hope for actually breaking through VWAP today. Oil still hovering at 68.95. I'm gonna put an alert on oil. See if we get a break over 69. Oh, just did. Let's check out oil on the 1 minute. I still can't fully trust this just yet. It's a nice pop, but I still need to see a couple of other things happen on oil. So I'm really looking for it to kind of like get and stay above 69 and run towards like 70 for oil, breaking back down to 68.90s area. So it peaked through 69.02 for a second. But really got to get above like 69.20 or so. Yeah, still under 60, 60. By the way, if y'all chilling, y'all hanging out, make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell, and all that stuff for notifications. We're trying to grow this channel. We've actually lost subscribers for the last couple of days, so trying to get above 500. We really love and appreciate it if you guys show up. I show up every day for you guys. I love it if you guys just hit that like and subscribe. Appreciate it. I will eventually get to the point of making content again, but changing a lot of things in my life right now, in my personal life. So I just haven't had the time. Oil looks like it's wanting to push back, like push through that 69 area. There's a little push. I'm gonna go long on oil here at 69.04. Looking to get out of 09. There we go. We got that. Those 3 contracts, 5 ticks, worth about 150 bucks. Nice pop there. It was a really good trade, actually. So we took that on that 1 minute cyan switch that we were watching. And that ripped up to about 69.13. We got out. We got about half of that candle, 04 to 09. And now it's starting to push back up. We could actually get a full on switch here with oil, full reversal. Was actually another trade in there from 69.02 on up to 11. My guess is this is going to push towards 69.25. I'm a little hesitant on it just because of the 1 minute setup here. We are above VWAP. We're above that support zone at around 69, or the resistance zone rather. That was just the alert. So we get a pullback to like 69.05 or something. I might be a buyer off of the 9 EMA. I really want to see like the 5200 cross on the 1 minute side though. ES still struggling to get above 60. ES seems like it's almost in accumulation right below 60. Like this whole area seems like accumulation, not consolidation, but rather like a lot of accumulation happening between the 55 and 60 range for this to reverse. But this looks like this reversal is a long way out. Um, Unless, of course, we just get some crazy surge. But what I'm seeing from this is that we're looking at maybe like potentially 8:30. We have some more news reports dropping. 8:30, we've got the 42 day bill auction, and then at 9:30, we've got Fed speech. So ES pulling back some, oil pulling back down to about 69.12 area, or back up, however you want to look at it. So it's kind of struggling a little bit right here, but it actually kind of looks like a flag. I don't want to get too optimistic about this. Um, right now, it's riding along the 200 moving average, which I want to take a long here. I do, and then like get out around 25. But um, but some of the other crossovers are a little far away from that 200 on the 1 minute. So if we got a little bit closer on the 1 minute, I think I'd be a little bit more gung ho about this trade. Although it does look like it's got potential to push to 69.25 and on, all up to about 69.50. The highs up there at 69.47. So this peaked at 69.17. And counts up 270 today. We lost 530 yesterday, so made it back by half. At the moment, we're down on the week 267. So yeah, pretty much exactly half. That's for the week. So we had two losses, but we took some larger losses. We took two large losses at about 500 apiece. One was 560, the other was about 500. So I think it was like 480. Current trade accuracy is 80/20 for the week. So that was a pop in oil. It popped from that 69.10 area to 17. So now we're kind of hitting that range. Potentially could push up to 25 now. And heck, had I been watching the 10-second side on this, we could have actually called this. Something's making me hesitate with oil. I think maybe it's all these up wicks. But here's that push to 25 I mentioned. Wow, it just keeps on going. We get a pullback. Kind of sucks when you're right, but you're not in the trade that you called. That was the entry right here on this doji at 69.17. So how are we looking on the 1 minute side? 69.30. And we just got 9 and 12 above the 200 moving average. We get a pullback to like 69.20. I think I'll buy. 30 seconds left in this candle. Now we're seeing another spike. Wow. Holy crap. That was unexpected. 69.50. I don't want to chase, but sort of feel like I have to. Tried to grab that move right there. Grabbing this kind of on the back end. Just took a single tick on that because I actually don't like this trade. I want to see this drop more. That right there, that one was a little unexpected. But this whole move here kind of caught me off guard. I was expecting this to happen a little bit later. So this whole push was kind of unanticipated for me. Should have been anticipated. It looked very, there. 1 minute side. So we did make a new high, by the way, 69.53. And 1 minute on approach for that 5,200 cross, really close to it actually. Would love to see a pullback to like 69.29 or something, 69.30 area. That would look really nice. Like a pullback to this 9 EMA, buy off that, and boom. I think we'd be looking really good. Probably about another 5 minutes or so, and we'll get that 1 minute crossover. Coming up, test 50 again. Up 286 on the day, so we made about $16 on that trade there. It was a $30 trade, but fees. I actually want to see this pullback. Would be really nice to see something that looked like this on the TTM10, because you can see like how strong that move was. Getting the pullback allows for safer accumulation for investors and for traders. So if this actually did pull back to like 69.30 or so, I think that'd be a really strong buy spot for a lot of people, for a lot of traders. ES breaking down in the 52s now. So there's a red candle on the. So this, in theory, could be a short for like a couple ticks, like a short scalp. So red on TTM. I'd like to see a bigger pullback than this. I see this pullback into the 30s, like the low 30s. Like right here along this 50 EMA. And then find support along this 50 EMA and bounce off that. I say the 50. I'd prefer the 50 over the 35. Just that additional 4 cents gives us a little bit of a better buying position. And 1 minute side, we're kissing that crossover there. There's a pullback to the 9 EMA, so that's the 50 EMA on the 10. And there's a About 30 seconds left on that candle. This is the area that I was looking for. I didn't take the entrance. Let's check in the other one. I'm going to go long here. In long off 39, looking to get out at 43. Maybe that might have been a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, I should have got in more like at 34, 35 area. I took that because the yellow right here, and I wish I didn't. Need to see this cyan switch on the 10-second. I should have waited for confirmation on that. I think I had a little bit of FOMO that it was going to run past that point really fast. Checking this on the 1. So we did get that crossover right there. Looks like it's on the current candle. We're riding along the 9 EMA at the moment. I just want to see it push towards 50. I may have to cut this. We're dropping below that 50 EMA. It's kind of a sketchy zone. There we go. I'm torn between adding to the position and just letting it run. I'm just going to leave it alone, not add. There was break even there for a second at 69.39. We got the 1 minute crossover. So I actually want to see this push towards 69.50 area. There was 40 for a second. There's a cyan switch there. I would think a lot of buyers would jump in right here. Okay, we got that trade. So I'm glad we held through it. But I should have stuck to my original trade plan, which was to buy along 69.35. And I chased it a little bit on this pop here. And so my original trade plan was to buy at 69.35. I could have had, number one, a little bit more profit, but number two, a lot less risk. And that's more important, in my opinion, is taking less risk to get more results. Up 393 on the day. Earned back most of what we lost yesterday. Let's check out the week. So down 144 on the week. Not bad. We've, I don't like treading water, but at least we're not heading too far in the wrong direction. ES still breaking down at 69.50 area now. So ES is looking like bearish now to me. Pretty bearish trend on ES. Um, don't need to trade today. Keep missing the big moves. Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, thank you. So ES getting a little pop here off the low, dropped all the way to 49, coming back up here to 52. Oil kind of looks like it's a little stagnant right now. So you got this 5200 cross here happening right there on oil. One thing to note though is that it is above the volume weighted average price. And when this 200 moving average is above the VWAP, we don't see the kind of big moves a lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time. We don't see the big kind of moves that we normally would see when we got this 200 moving average below the VWAP and the 50 like kind of above the VWAP or working its way up. When you have this crossover here, it's best you got that 200 below the VWAP. And then that's when you start getting bigger moves like this and you start seeing a bunch of them. So you end up with a lot more volatility. One thing I do like about trading oil is actually almost the fact that it has a little bit less volatility than the ES. Is like the ES over the last 6 months has gotten so much volatility that it a lot of times it's become very untradeable to me. And so I've had to switch up. Kind of, I've been watching the RTY lately. I'm pretty interested in it. I haven't taken any trades on it, um, I'm just interested in its movement at the moment, and the fact that it's only 2,500. So we started trading the ES around the time that it was around about 2,500. So it's kind of similar to where the Russell 2000 is right now. And I thought the ES was easier to trade back then. Oil starting to pump, might test that 50. So that's the question. Do we break through 50? If we break through 50, we've got opportunity to move up to like 70, 69, 70 area, 69.50 up into $70. Got it out. That's kind of struggling on that kind of Porky Pig style. A bleat, a bleat, a bleat. 70. All right. So we're only down 144 on the week. ES breaking down heavily. Russell 2000 struggling to break 2430s. So kind of has a resistance right there on the RTY. So RTY is $5 per contract per tick. Oil's making another attempt over 69.50. After this period of accumulation right here, I think there could be a good chance that this will break through 50. See, like when you've got like a big period of like this, where you have all this accumulation and consolidation here, that's where you start to get these breakouts like that. There's a break above 50. So now do we push up to 69.75? I think that we've got room available for that because we've got this 5200 cross here on the 1 minute side. New high goes at 69.64. And you can see the top of the Bollinger Band there is at 70.11. So 70 is very much in the realm of possibility. There's an opening range on this. Huh, I don't have that marked, apparently. Doji at the top. This could turn into a little flag. U-shape pattern on the 1 minute. Whew. All right. Y'all chilling, hanging out, man. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Help us grow this channel. Trying to break over 500 subs. Just a tiny little channel. Just a wee bit of channel. Oil pulling back now. Coffee in my mustache. So this could be that U-shape pattern that I mentioned. You get the U here, pull back to roughly around the 9 EMA or where it's at now. You can see that flag forming right there. So we, like I said, I do think that we got room to 69.75. We got this 5200 cross not that long ago. So I think there is opportunity for that push. ES still not doing much. Might add the RTY on here. I'm interested. RTY at 2430s. And ES, or sorry, oil. Oil trying to break through. Looks like it could actually break here. I don't want to take this trade just 'cause it's like taking the, it's like buy high, sell higher. This is one of the ones I don't actually really want to speculate on. This right here would have actually been the trade to take, which would have just been based off of this accumulation phase. So really the entrance would have been right here, right in this range. So I mentioned off of 69.35, and like I said, I chased that one here. We still got out with profit, but I did chase it. 69.35 really was the buy point that I. So we called that one pretty well. New high just popped 69.66. Like I said, I think we got room to 69.75, but it's having a little difficulty popping through and sort of maintaining its directional momentum. You got a flag right here. My guess is this somewhat of a bull flag. Sort of had this U-shaped pattern, getting some like a flag forming on the end of that. I think there is a strong possibility of pushing up to 69.75. We're up 393 on the day. About $400. Tiki's not loading. There it is. ES working on a 10-second crossover. Probably just reject though based off of its movement today. R2Y just running into resistance there several times. Like it's failed at that 2436 point every time. And oil is just hanging out right near its high. I really do feel like oil is going to pop through that. Hit the high now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It's hit 69.66. I think I'm going to walk with what I got. I'm happy with what I got. We're up about $400, 393. Did make back our loss from yesterday. Our loss from yesterday was 537, but we made most of that back. And I look at every day as its own trade day. I don't try and I don't try and recover my losses from previous days. Um, I know that I mentioned that stuff sometimes. This is why I didn't take that trade. It's just hitting resistance too much up there. I still think there's a strong case to be made for pushing to 69.75 and potentially 70. But we're a little extended. If you really look at the price action here, we're up 2%, $1.50 on the day. It's pretty high for oil. So I think it makes sense to have this pullback. I actually feel like a pullback to roughly this 50 EMA here, 69.30s, would look decent, and then consolidate around that range. And then later on in the day, pump to 69.75 area. If we look at, I'm sure you can't see my screen, but yeah, 130 is crude oil. So there's a report at 130 for 130, or there's a report at 130 for 130, and at 130 you'll get 130. No, there's a oil report dropping at 1:30 p.m. today, Pacific time. So 4:30 Eastern. Nice, you're up 150 green. Hell yeah. You can use the evaluation account later. Cool. How are you doing on your evaluation? I'm just curious. Um, my intention is to pass this one. I still have that 100K account, but I'm really not trading in it at this particular point in time. Just because it's so close to failure. Um, Although I might just let it fail and then just rebuild it. So um, sometimes that's better, and just start off fresh. All right, so making another attempt on oil for the high. So we got that pullback down to around 57. I mean, it hit as low as 52, but 57 was where the candles closed, and then pushing back up to 66. But we've hit the 66 point now. 1, 2, 3, 4 different 1 minute candles and several 10-second candles. So but I think my time is up for the day. So let's see what happens at 7:43. Couple of seconds. I'm looking at I'm watching both oil and ES right now. ES typically has like a big weird move at 7:43. I don't know why. It's not doing much though. All right. Cool. We out. I'm taking my 393. Thank you everybody who showed up today. I love and appreciate all of you guys. If you guys are new here to the channel and you're just checking us out for the first time, we do have a Discord community where we talk about futures trading, we talk about strategies and stuff like that. Tiny's in it. She's awesome. She's one of our best traders in the group. Um, and we got some awesome people in there with some really great ideas and helpful feedback to help you get better at trading. So if you're new to this channel, go ahead and check us out. We'd love and appreciate to have you. But otherwise, we will be back tomorrow. We always started around 6:40, 6:45 ish. I don't stream at the open, and the reason why I don't is because I don't want to trade at the open. It's too much volatility for me. So what I'm looking for is for those movements to kind of pan out a little bit, and then I jump on it around 6:40 and jump in. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow around 6:40. All right, peace. See you in the Discord.